You're listening to the Woodhouse Blend Podcast.
Let's get it. Cue my music.
Good morning, afternoon, evening.
Whatever the hell time it is for you, ma'am or sir. Don't want to be sexist. How you doing, sir?
Oh, fine.
Yeah?
Fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. How are
Yeah.
you?
Man, I'm doing immaculate.
Okay.
I've been having a good little week, you know. School is over for me this week. I start back next week.
That's terrible.
It's bittersweet. I'm watching everyone on social media graduate. You know, it's a lovely scene. You know?
Yeah. I agree. Love it.
What do you mean? Were you not happy about graduating high school and stuff?
No, I mean, it was fine.
What?
I mean, it's the easiest years of your life.
Not really, because I didn't graduate from high school.
Oh. Well.
I mean, I graduated, but I graduated in summer school.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
I was one of those kids.
So you didn't walk?
I walked.
To where?
In the auditorium. I walked across the stage.
And it's an empty auditorium. There's one person in there just clapping in the back.
No. My grandmother was there.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's my Lindsay. Ooh, ooh.
My grandmother doesn't say ooh, ooh. My grandmother says just, that's my baby. And she never...
That's my baby, Lindsay.
She wouldn't say that.
Lindsay.
She wouldn't say that. Don't do that.
I think she would.
Why would you think that?
Because she likes giving you little nicknames.
So she adds stir to...
Lindsay.
Lindsay?
Lindsay.
Like laser?
You're kind of like a laser.
Am I?
Yeah.
Why?
Because if you point yourself at somebody long enough, they'll go blind. From your head. It's very...
That was good.
Very shiny.
Everyone keeps saying it. It's shiny, you know?
Hey, shine bright like a diamond, man.
Hey, man, that's how you know I moisturize.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? I'm a black man living in this world.
That's right.
You know?
He prefers cocoa over shea.
I prefer shea over cocoa.
Well, that's...
All right? The black man's worst enemy is the ash. All right? The ash. You don't want to be ashy around here. Anyone whose kids walk around here ashy, go get them some lotion.
So what you're telling me is...
I'm telling you is...
When Thanos snapped his finger, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all the brothers got really ashy, could have just fixed it if they moisturized.
You stupid. No. It's probably some lots of moisturized ashes.
Do you think there was... Do you think there was a brother out there in the snap applying heavy amounts of lotion, just like, what the?
Yeah, like straight out of the shower. It's like I know I'm moisturizing right. I know I'm using the right stuff.
Oh hell no! It hits another squirt and it's just like gone.
You're stupid, yo. You're stupid. So, I got a couple questions, man. So how do you feel about money?
It's the love of money is the root of all evil.
That's right. See, I was about to say, because I knew you was going to say
close.
Money is the root of all evil.
I was close.
Yes, indeed. Well, this is just our opinions. You know, this is whatever you think is however you think. Yeah. But the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of anything, like too much love can, also be too much. But I say that also. So how do you feel about being rich and or wealthy?
I mean, I think everybody wants to be there,
Why?
Because it provides a level of comfort. You typically don't have to work as hard. You can buy mostly what you want,
I don't think that's necessarily true. I think, like, once you have that money coming in, you have to work just a little bit harder to maintain it.
Yeah, but when you say wealthy, I think of I'm in a place where if I didn't want to work, I wouldn't have to. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think, in my opinion, it's getting to a level where you feel comfortable. You're working to kind of keep you from being bored. That's about it.
From being... Okay, all right, I agree with that. I honestly agree with that because I know I would be bored. But me, I'm the type of person I can't just sit down anywhere. I have to do something. I have to do some type of work. It's just me. It's just built into my personality. It's built into my character.
Brain numbing.
Yeah, I'm a very busy person. For all those out there, like I'm very busy. My day starts at 4:00 in the morning. I get up. I do my little exercises that I find on YouTube because it's free.
Okay, whoa.
What?
First of all,
What?
You just started this whole working out in the morning thing.
I do that.
When did you start?
Every once in a while. Well, not like every once in a while. It's like when I get up, when I don't have anything to do. But now I'm back on it.
He's fronting.
I'm not fronting.
He's fronting.
I'm gonna be in the best shape of my life, and you're gonna be hating. Like you always do.
We need to work on our diet.
Like you still are. Where's this we stuff? I keep telling you about you and your pronouns.
We.
There is no we.
Us.
You, sir. You have a problem.
Forever. Yeah, I can't. Like, I have issues saying no to sweets.
I know. You want me to smack it out your hand?
No. I
You
want
sure?
you to smack it in my mouth. I had a cookie today.
That'd be a sweet smack.
Like a grandmother's cookie. You know those ones?
Mm-hmm.
Grandma's cookies?
Grandma's cookies. Which flavor?
Oh, chocolate chip like there's no other.
I don't know, man. Grandma's cookies. You talking about the soft ones?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. You know who I think is the better cookies?
What?
Famous Amos.
You heard me.
Yo, how dare you?
Well, how dare thee?
Oh, I am big mad.
Big mad.
Big mad.
Because you look small mad.
Oh, no.
What I'm saying is you're not swole.
I'm pretty swole.
Are you?
I'm pretty swole.
Where? Don't.
My... No, but, jeez, you made me forget what I was going to say. But, okay, so back, working out in the morning. So I get up my day is going to start with 4:00. And does that work better for you? Yeah, since you want to just put me out here in front of all these people?
Go ahead. You did it, but
shut up.
Go ahead.
I'm going to get up at 4:00 in the morning and work out, right? Do my little workout on YouTube because it's free for all of those who think that it costs massive amounts of money. All you need is the internet because I'm pretty sure all of you have phones that you pay for, hopefully, with internet. You know, it's like a very common thing. So I work out to those. I get up. I drink my little protein shake. Protein shake. Drink a cup of water. You know what I'm saying? Have some breakfast. Actually, I don't eat breakfast at home. I go to work. I actually need to cut down on that. And I go buy my breakfast. I buy eggs. I buy fruit. And I drink a lot of water. And I try to stay away from sweets as much as possible.
I love sweets.
Yes, we know.
They bring in donuts to work. I'm like, well, I got to have like 6.
Yeah. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with having sweets in the morning, you know, because as the day goes by, you know what I'm saying? Like, you burn it off.
We sit at a computer, so I don't know if we really burn.
I stand up.
Off. I mean, like I do
stand up.
sometimes.
We have adjustable desks.
Yeah, but I do sometimes.
Nah, you ain't been standing up lately.
You don't know that.
I've seen you.
Huh? Well,
I watch you. I used to sit right behind you, looking at you, stalking
anymore.
you.
Don't anymore.
Huh?
Don't anymore.
It's not my fault.
You're right. It's not my fault either. You know what I mean?
No comment.
Yeah.
No comment. No comment. But the point I'm getting, so okay. So how do you feel about your kid? Like, I understand you're the type of guy you don't care if you have a lot of money, right?
It's not that I wouldn't like if it came along, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't be like, no thanks. But like, it's not my. I want to have enough. We'll say that.
What is enough?
Enough to save money, enough to retire, enough to pay my bills and do some fun stuff with it as well.
What kind of fun stuff?
Go on vacations with the family.
Going to Amsterdam?
Amsterdam. Probably not. That's not even close to the top of my list.
Amsterdam's pretty cool. I've been there.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
I'd rather just go to the beach or something.
The beach is everywhere, though.
Right.
Everywhere.
Okay. In Brazil, that's where I want to go.
I hate you.
Want to go back.
Yeah, whatever. So I'm saying that because like I enjoy money. I enjoy making money. Money does not control my life per se. Don't make that face at me.
I'm not making a face. That's what?
It's just I just like to work hard, man. I try to work hard for everything that I do. On top of that, like I have school, I use the GI Bill. Like literally the military pays me to go to school. It's like the perfect hustle. All I gotta do is just go to school, get paid, and I get a piece of paper that says that you know what I'm saying, I dealt with all these hours. I'm an adult. Give me a job.
Trash.
I'm worth it.
Degrees and the college scheme right now is just freaking nuts.
The college scheme?
Yeah.
Explain that.
So, all right, let's think about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's say you go in West Virginia, a very popular place to go is West Virginia University, WVU, right? Tuition costs X amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
But what has continually happened is tuition costs go up as well as book costs. Book costs are something, and your standard of living and stuff like that, where you're going to live, what food you're going to eat, all that stuff, it really starts to play a huge role into student debt because people say, oh, I've got a scholarship, so my tuition's paid. That's great. That's awesome. Good job.
Grant.
Or a grant. Great stuff as well. But the issue then becomes, okay, I paid for that, but I've got to pay $1,000 for my books this semester.
Yeah, and you actually have a lot more experience dealing with college because I don't. I don't know what it's like. All I know is that the military was like, "Hey, we'll pay for it," and I was like, oh, "Okay," you know.
So like
I'm a very simple
the big
person.
thing is what happens is a class will be like, you need this book. You have to have our book, and even more so recently, they've been doing ebooks. Ebooks cost $100. $100. It's literally a code you're buying. That's it to access the book / material online, right?
Mm-hmm.
The training material, and they get you because you have to do it, right? And it registers you under your name.
You want to know the oh my God, the most hustle. Oh my God, this is big. So I was in U.S. history, right, or Virginia history. Back it was what like 2013. So I was in history. I was in this history class for college. Just starting, had no idea what was going on. My professor at the time, he was like, "Hey, this is the class. This is the rubric. This is everything that's required. You also need this book, right? You need this book. And not only do you need this book, I also want to let you know that I wrote this book, all right? So you can find this book anywhere. You can go and try to rent it out, or you can just pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm paying him.
Yep.
That, oh my God, bro. And you know what? This book was like 50 pages.
Yep. Now, okay.
It's like a little booklet.
All right, now think about that, right?
A brochure.
But now add on to the fact that with technology, right, we are sharing information, we are spreading information and learning new things I'm not going to use a big word that I don't want to pronounce.
Bring out them 6 syllables, boy.
Nope.
Bringing them out. Bring them out.
I'm not going to do it.
Bring them out.
So
you ain't going to do it?
I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
So the amount of technology and the amount of learning that we're doing is, I think last thing I heard was it was like doubling every year, right? So the amount of knowledge that we're gaining is doubling every year, something like that. Anyways, so that's a lot of knowledge and a lot of people studying and a lot of people learning.
Okay.
So professor, like you said, writes a book. It has to be had in his class. He made it. It's what he's going to teach. He's the professor. She's the professor. They say, oh, hey, you have the 2018 version. That's not going to cut it. I added 12 pages.
The revised edition.
You gotta get the 2019 version. That's gonna be $250. And I kid you not, books were that expensive. I was like, you've got to be screwing with me. Now there are ways around it. You can get scans of books. You can get all this stuff, right? But it's still, students don't prepare for that. So what do? They say, I need money now. I have to buy these books. I can't fail my first semester because I don't have the materials I need. So they take out a student loan at an incredibly uh, escalated interest rate, which really just shame on the freaking student loan people for charging such outlandish interest rates
Mm-hmm.
to try to get their money back, um, or get more than their money back. So yeah, it's a huge problem, and honestly, they just need, in my opinion, need to be shamed into realizing what they're doing.
Yeah, so it's like a little business, but they have no shame. They have no shame.
Nope.
No shame at all.
Money.
I remember back in high school. So here I am, high school Lindsay, right? Dumb as hell. The year is 2006.
Okay.
2006, right? 2006. I get called for my little scheduled appointment to talk to the guidance counselor. I'm talking to her. She's like, "What you want to do when you get out, when you're done with high school?" And, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm young. I'm 15 years old. I don't know.
Right.
I'm like, maybe I want to cook, right? Maybe I want to be a photographer. Some of those make money.
Yeah.
Some of them don't.
Yeah.
I want to be a artist. I want to be a singer. I want it to be all sorts of things, right?
Right.
I just had no idea what was the next step. So the lady's talking to me. She was like, "Wow, you want to be a variety of things." She was like, "Have you thought about college?" I was like, "Yeah, of course. I hear that's what you're supposed to do." But I really don't know anything about college. So what she did was she was like, "Okay, so you have a choice. You can go to this college or this college." She was like, "Based on your grades, you can't go to these colleges, but you can go to the community college and then transfer over," right? Like they tell everyone. So I'm like, "Okay, cool. So how's this gonna get paid for? Because I'm broke, all right? You can see by my clothes, my busted shoes. You know what I'm saying? These shoes they used to be white, but now they're off-white. They got creases in them. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here wearing old Sean John shirts and stuff. Sean John was a thing back then.
I was just, your shoes. They had creases. In
I wasn't even wearing Sean John. I was wearing like those big long white tees because that was hot. That's what was hot.
No.
Shut up.
Oh no.
Oh, bro, I was tough money.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
tough money.
Oh jeez.
It was cheap back then. I was poor. But anyway,
Yeah, I get it.
so I'm sitting down there and I'm talking to her and she's just like, "Yeah, so you may get a couple scholarships, but it won't be enough to cover college." And I was like, "Well, what are my options?" And that's when I started learning about scholarships and grants and, of course, loans. So with the loan, she said, "You're going to have to take out a loan." I was like, "Loans sound bad, okay? Loans sound like I owe someone money." She was like, "That's exactly what it is. Someone's loaning you the money." I was like, "Okay. So I don't want to do that." And she was like, "It's fine. I know you're scared, but this is a pretty common thing. Everyone does it." She was like, "I took out a loan." I was like, "Oh, okay. Wait, how long have you been paying this loan off?" She was like, "I'm still paying for it." I'm like, "But ain't you like 40 though?" She was like, "Yeah." She was like, "It's fine." I was like, No. No one's paying any loans." And I stormed out. All right.
You told her.
I told her, bruh. You're not going to tell me that I got to go to college. College would have been
Well, there's this big kind of push, right? It has been shoved, especially our generation, it was shoved down our throats. Hey, you need to go to college to make something of yourself. To make money, to get a good job, you've got to go to college. Well, they've pushed that so much, and not that I'm knocking education. Education is very important. But they have pushed that so much and so hard that it's now devalued a college degree.
I mean, but not only that, the reason why people say that because that's how it used to be back in the day. Now, back in the day, you could pay off college by having a summer job.
Yeah.
right?
Well,
But
yeah.
but with the changes in society in America, you know what I'm saying, with inflation and all the other stuff,
Right.
the cost of college is
Has
at an all-time
It's
high.
blown up. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And it's all about money, money, money. College is nothing more than a business.
Right.
You know? And now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that college is bad. I applaud anyone who's been to college, right? Like, you have my full, like, total blessing. That's great for you. You know what I'm saying? You did a lot. I understand how stressful it is. I get so stressed, like going to work and doing college, trying to get my assignments in on time, staying up late hours, and doing this podcast, and dealing with Brandon's,
Hey.
you know, antics.
I'm pretty fun.
Shut up.
Woo.
But I believe that we're going into an era where trades are a little bit more important, you know?
And that's what the point I was going to get to was that trade schools are it's this big push, right? Because in any operable society, you have to have a variety of job types. You can't all be CEO executives. Like, it doesn't happen. It's not going to happen. You have to have people under you. So, carpenters, people who are building houses, masonry experts, people who are laying foundations, truck drivers, train operators, welders. These are big trade jobs that don't require a college education. And if that's something you're interested in or you're trying to go for it. You can start working at like 18 or younger and be making money, not have any loans, buy a house, and still have a perfectly acceptable life, better than many people's lives in other countries. I mean, and that's just because you took up a trade school.
Exactly. Because a lot of people that have been to college, I have siblings who've been to college, and, those loans ain't fun. Like, they're just not. Unless you got it like that. If you got it like that, I say, hey, good on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, good on you. If you can pay the tuition right off the bat, like, there's a couple of people who've done it. What's the guy's name that owns Tom's?
Yeah, no idea.
Hold on.
I'll be perfectly honest.
No. What's his damn name?
Well, yeah. It's just I took out a small loan, and full disclaimer, I did a year at WVU, and I did not do the best. I had really poor study habits and all that other stuff. So my small loan still took me a long time to pay off because of the interest rate and the amount I was paying on it. Like, it was like I couldn't get ahead. But finally, I got a better job, and I was able to pay more on the loan, and I finally paid it off. Because my parents were like, Brandon, you need to pay this off. I was like, okay, I'll pay it off. And I kind of buried my head and just did it.
Yeah, I mean, college isn't for everyone. Like, for example, like me. At the time, I'm going to still say college ain't for me. I just do it because I have the motivation of getting paid for it. But college just wasn't for me. I've always considered myself, I love the thrill of putting my money into something important. I was raised to save $1, to always make sure you're saving at least half your money to use it for something else that you really want to do. But that's what I am. I'm a saver, right? I'm a saver. I have all these apps that I use for saving. For example, I use Stash, right? Stash is so good to me, man. So good to me. So what Stash does, and then there's a ton of other apps out there in the app world too. Like there's Stash, there's Acorns, there's E-Trade, there's just to name a few. I don't know the other ones, but that's what's out there. And you can take your money, you know what I'm saying? You can set up an automatic payment to where it takes it automatically out of your account, puts it into another account, like a trading account, or it's almost like a savings account. But you can use the money that's in there to buy different types of stocks, whether they be ETFs or like actual private stock or anything like that. And then you just watch that money pile up, you know what I'm saying? Increase, decrease, whatever. But it's a good way to have your money saved up for like retirement for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everyone has to do that, but that's just an option.
But there are tricks to trading in the stock market world, and there's always that risk. I mean, stocks are not for everybody. Don't. I know that's kind of what 401ks are, and going into retirement, that's an important investment. Those are long-term stocks that are not expected to dip or really take a big dive. But then people also get this weird assumption that they can like go in and they can get rich in a year. If you're trying to do that, you better have a substantial money to invest, and you're going to have to be investing in high-risk stocks, and you're going to be expected to take losses in high-risk stocks, and you have to make it basically your full-time job to watch the market.
But you don't necessarily have to have a substantial amount of money in order to invest your money.
Yeah, well, no, you don't. I mean,
like there's people I can't remember his name, but literally, jeez, I'm so mad I can't remember his name. I heard him on an interview. He said that when he was little, he was I think he was 7 years old, and he loved going to McDonald's, right?
uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like everyone loves McDonald's. You got the toys and everything. It was just like, okay, well you eat here so much, right? Why don't you own McDonald's? And by own, I mean own a piece of it, like buy a stock, one stock. You know what I'm saying? Just to say that you own it. I think a lot of people pay more attention to how this is going to help, like how college is supposed to help them get that job that's close to making six figures or whatever.
Yeah.
But nobody really pays attention to what it actually means to get to the point where you actually make six figures.
Yeah. I mean, everybody sees that number and they're like, "Oh, I'm good. I've made it."
I mean, I'm not making six figures.
Yeah,
I believe I'm getting close.
Yeah,
But you gotta come up with an idea. Which is why we have this podcast. Also, Stash, it's your boy. If you wanna hit me up.
If you wanna take a ride with me, grab your bar of soap and your rubber ducky. Oh, why do I feel this way? Hey, pass me the ducky.
Give yourself 15 seconds of just silence, starting now. But yes, Stash, if you're listening, hit your boy up, man. Hit your boy up. I'll be glad to advertise your app. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I'm a big fan.
15 Mississippi.
I have a substantial amount of money
back.
that I believe is a substantial amount into an account.
I'm back from purgatory.
Stash also helps out with retirements and savings and blah blah blah. Look, I'm not gonna keep doing this little ad bit. I just hit me up. All right, hit me up. Hit your boy up.
Where can they hit you up at?
You can email me at woodhouseblend@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Or you can hit us up on Instagram.
Yeah.
The Woodhouse Blend on Instagram or Facebook.
Perfect. Great.
Or Twitter.
Great. Love it.
Or, if you're feeling generous, hit up our Patreon.
Do we have that set up yet?
We do not. Well, by the time, actually, no. By the time this video is out, our Patreon should be up.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I should have just said yeah.
No, yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nudge, nudge. Shove, shove.
But okay, sir. So, what about retirement?
I would say the average American is not ready for retirement.
Really? Why?
Hands down. Because, okay.
They say most of America doesn't even have $1,000 in their savings account.
Yeah, that is bonkers to me. But, okay, there's a premise of, number one, how much money do you need to retire? So they say that, and I saw this figure a while back, but you need close to $1 million to retire in the United States.
Why? Why $1 million?
Because, okay, you think cost of living, right? You're older, elderly, okay? You retire, let's say you do live in the house that you've probably paid off and you're good there, right? But then you go to an assisted living place because you still want to live on your own, but you just need a little bit of help. Hospital bills, food, travel, stuff like that. They say that is if you want to be comfortable in your retirement, how much you need. So from that number, a lot of people go, oh, shoot, I'm not ready. I'm going to have to work till I'm 80. And that is a terrible thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
a
little scary.
Not that it's terrible to be active and to those 80-year-olds out there that are still working and making the most of themselves. That's awesome. I hope you don't have to do it out of a necessity. I hope it's just something to fill your time.
Where would you retire? It's been on my mind a lot,
Where would I retire?
Yeah. Where would you be for retirement? By the time you're 65, where would you be for retirement?
Like location wise, right?
Yes. Exactly.
I'd hopefully, have a piece of property, with a nice house, a little house. Doesn't have to be huge, nothing incredibly outlandish. Something that I can maintain, but also relax on, something away from the hubbub. I want to be able to sit out, watch, the sunset, hang out with my family, have somewhere for my family to come to kind of take a load off. That's kind of where I would settle in.
That's beautiful, man. You know what I would do?
Oh, boy. He's going to Tahiti. Beach House Island.
I want multiple properties, bro. I want to be able to go wherever I want to go. All right. I would have it in the best place. I would have a home in Africa.
Okay.
South Africa.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Cape Town.
Okay. Oh.
One in the rich part of Norfolk, Virginia, 757. Stand up.
304.
Shut up.
Scroll.
You're not even from there. You're not even really from here.
I've lived here for a very long time now.
That doesn't count.
12 years. It's a long time. It's a pretty long time.
Okay. And then honestly, I would want a house in Texas.
Is that like your prepper house?
That would be my big ranch house.
Hey y'all,
because when I'm there, boy, I am gonna get rid of my cars, and I'm gonna take my horse
down the Old Town Road,
and I'm gonna ride till I can't no more in Texas.
Do you know how to ride a horse?
Yeah, I know how to ride a horse.
You know how to ride a horse?
Yeah.
You know how to ride a horse?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and tell me a little bit about it.
Huh?
All
right. So,
have you ever trotted with a horse?
Yes, I have.
Galloped?
Not gallop.
Okay. That's
not gallop.
That's fair. Me neither. But
yeah, see, you try to get me. You thought I was gonna say yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, you lying.
So no, sir, I'm honest. I'm very honest. No, I rode when I rode a horse, I was in Chile.
Oh.
I was in Chile and I was riding horses through the Alps. The Andes.
I was riding my horse through the Alps.
And it was cool. It was cool. It was nice. Like it was like you guide them or whatever. You try to get them to go faster. Your butt hurts a lot.
I was about to say.
I got pictures.
Okay.
I got photos and everything.
So I have a fun story about horses.
What about
them? So my family has some friends who immigrated from Scotland. Okay. One,
of course.
One is a what's the person that takes care of horses' feet? Oh, I always forget this. Anyways, that's
the guy. We'll just call him the guy.
The guy.
The horse guy.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Or whisperer.
that I forgot what it was. Farrier. Got it. Farrier. I knew it began with an F. So he's a farrier, and his wife is a horse trainer, and she shows horses and stuff like that, and trains people how to ride horses. So my parents were like, yeah, let's get you guys into some horseback riding lessons. I was like, okay, seems kind of neat. My sisters were a lot more into it than I was, but I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. So what had happened was,
That happened.
I got on, we were riding, the horse was being a little bit, stubborn, and it ended up bucking me off. I wasn't hurt, a little shaken up because I was bucked off a horse, and I didn't want the horse to like step on me. Obviously, that would have been a bad time. But I got back on the horse, finished my lesson, and then I was like, you know what, Mom? I don't really think this is for me. I don't think I want to ride a horse like all the time. It's a cool thing. I would do it like if I was going on a romantic horse ride. But
down the Old Town Road?
Maybe. If
Riding until you can't no more?
If that's how far it took, yeah.
With Wranglers on your booty?
Oh, I see what you're doing. I see. And I'll tell you what. I got the horses in the bag.
But no, man. So you got a little shaken up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I would never get on the damn horse again. That motherfucker would be he would be glue, bruh. Don't buck me off. Nah.
It was not the best experience. I was like, oh my gosh.
Nah, bruh. No. What's a horse name from like a famous movie or something?
Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit would be dead. All right.
That's a
he'd be gone.
Horse.
He had to go.
Have you ever been to the Kentucky Derby?
I haven't even been to Kentucky.
I have.
I'm afraid. All right. You lucky I'm in West Virginia.
Would you go to the Kentucky Derby and would you bet on a horse?
Yeah. Just to say that I did it.
Right. Would you wear? Well, I guess guys don't wear hats, like fancy hats. That's a girl thing. Well, how would you dress? How would you peacock up in there? What would you wear?
Peacock. You got the peacock in there?
Like show off.
Yeah, I know, show off.
Yeah.
What
would you wear?
I would have.
Okay.
I don't know. I would have to ask someone how to dress over there.
They're wearing like suits. They're wearing
suits.
Yeah.
Why? It's hot. Why does it sound like it's gonna be hot as hell over?
It is.
And they're wearing suits?
Yeah.
Tailored?
Probably. Mostly, yeah.
With cowboy boots or regular
no,
shoes?
like dress.
People dress like that in the Kentucky Derby.
Imagine pretentious, very rich people trying to show off, but still betting on horses.
So it's like the country Met Gala.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, it is a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess I would wear a pinstripe suit.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't wear a hat though.
What color?
Not white.
It's got to be flamboyant. It has to be something that pops.
Probably yellow. I'd probably go for
like a canary yellow?
Yeah.
Okay, but what's like your offset with it?
I'd go for like a little the mask look. Probably coattails and shit. Yeah. And then like with the white and black shoes.
Okay.
Just like the
So you're going to offset it with like yellow and black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
Call me Bumblebee.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Call me Bumble Black.
I'm not doing that.
Bumble Black Man.
You're definitely not doing that.
That's what they will call me over there. Cause I might be the only black person there.
You're definitely not the only black person there.
I wouldn't?
No.
Oh man, would I have wait, what kind of black people are they? Would they be like the ones they'd be like, what you doing here, city boy?
See, I have no idea, but I think it's kind of a mixed bag because it's a very famous event.
You see, now I'm interested in going. And plus I've never been to Kentucky.
You're not missing much. I've been multiple times.
How's their fried chicken?
Oh, I see what you did. Kentucky.
You see what I did there?
Wait, I thought.
I don't even think the Colonel's from there.
The- I don't think they're allowed to call it Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore, are they? I thought it has to be like Country Fried Chicken or something.
No, they're still KFC. They're not CFC. It even sounds weird.
Oh, that's fair.
Isn't the
I
CFC?
thought there was like a lawsuit where they couldn't use Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Why not?
I don't know. I heard things. Maybe they were wrong.
Popeyes calls themselves the Louisiana Kitchen.
Louisiana. I forgot. I don't know what the last word is.
Man, you know what? I think when I retire, I'm gonna be wild. Like I'm gonna be way wilder than I was when I was 23, 4, 24. I was wild. I started getting real wild when I was 24.
So, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
All right. In our current society,
Okay.
a lot of people are told, go, travel, spend your money while you're young, go visit all the places you want to go, so you don't have any regrets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same time, that is very expensive,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that will, though, add to your life culturally, can often put you in a level of debt and financial stressing.
Also true.
So, what is the in your opinion? What's the happy medium? Right? Do you go and explore and travel just at the slightest change of the breeze because you want to go and experience things, or are you going to go later in life when you have your assets all lined up and you're good to go? What's your take on that?
I think it depends on the person. I know that's a very vague answer to give. It's a case by case like thing, but me, like I said, like I always say, I can only speak for me. Me, I needed to go out. I needed to explore the world because all I knew was Norfolk, Virginia. Right. Norfolk, Virginia is a very humbling upbringing. I had a very, very humbling upbringing. Unfortunately, I needed more in order to be a thriving
Adult.
Yes, to be a thriving adult. Thank you.
Sure.
And all the memories that I have, all the experiences that I have from traveling, from being in London, from being in Nairobi, Kenya, to being in Chile, Santiago, Chile, Afghanistan, Iraq, all these places have contributed to my psyche and to how I think about things. Now, I got lucky, but I think that people should travel. I think people should leave their norm. They should explore things that's outside of their norm just for a little bit. I mean, go ahead and save up for a trip. Practice saving. But here's where I say it's by case basis. Me, like I said, I come from a very poor upbringing, right? So with me coming from a very poor upbringing, I have made the decision to be the pioneer for my family to have money. I don't know what my sisters are gonna do. I don't know what my brothers are gonna do. I don't know. But I know what I want, and I want wealth in my family. So if I have to cancel some trips, because right now I really don't travel as much as I would like to.
Right.
And I'm going to say that for later. But I have been traveling. So I'm going to build, I guess I want to build like a little empire for my family. Mm-hmm. So that way my children and my children's children can enjoy different aspects of life as they get older. They can enjoy that. They can say, oh, I went here, I went there. I understand this. This is how people think over here in comparison to people thinking this over here,
And this is kind of a not off topic, but on topic question. Do you think that could also have negative effects on how your potential future children could be raised? Do you know what I mean?
You mean like them being spoiled?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. There's always a possibility. There's people who are spoiled and live in horrible situations and don't really understand it. I think all I can do, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be dead. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't really count on that and just say, oh well, whatever. I'm not gonna make that much money because y'all gonna be spoiled in the future anyway.
Right.
No. all I can say is that I hope the way I raise my children, right? I hope the way I raise my children, because I'm gonna raise them in a way where they have to be respectful, and hopefully they pass those same teachings and those same lessons down. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
And hopefully they understand what it means to have money in your pocket, and to understand that money is just a tool. It's not everything. Right? It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I love making money. I love the fact that I get paid for whatever they value my work as, right? And that's great. But everything isn't about a dollar.
So let's say that money is, I don't know if we've ever asked this before, but if money is not an object, right? Let's say you've got your
money
set.
Is an object.
No, like you can basically pay for anything. You've reached a level of wealth where you're like, I'm comfortable, I'm set.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What would be the one job or service or thing that you would like to pursue, like your life's passion?
I would like to be a motivational speaker. Honestly, I just would enjoy talking to the people like we're doing right now. And this doesn't cost a lot. This does cost things. This costs a lot.
Yeah.
But that's what I want, man. Like, if I can inspire other people to do to go after whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because a lot of people get out of high school and they're just like, I got to find something to do, and I got to find something that makes a lot of money, you know?
Yeah.
A little side note, did you know that a job that makes a lot of money is a computer software engineer? Like, right out of college, they pay like $80,000
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Writing code is very important. But
you know, a little gem for those who listening.
Caveat on that though.
What's up?
Computers are evolving very, very quickly.
Yeah. So are people.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you got some people that are, you know, behind in evolution.
Oh boy.
You know, wouldn't say Darwin is their best friend.
I just think that coding, especially, might be something that's done by robots in the future.
You want to know what's crazy? I literally just did a paper on that.
Yeah. So, and then that turns the job market into something a little bit different. You know what I mean?
I mean, at the end of the day, like, there is still some jobs that computers can't do that robots can't do.
Right. But with the age of artificial intelligence kind of lingering on some people's minds, you know, that's a big topic.
I don't know, man, because Siri's still kind of trash. So is Alexa.
If Siri popped on and be like, oh, really? I'm trash, Lindsay. And then the computer pops online. Look at all this trash.
Hey, Siri. You're trash, yo.
That doesn't sound good.
She's right.
It's not good.
I'm not sure I understand.
Jeez.
Siri, you know, I love you, but you can't replace me in the future.
Oh, I bet you say that to all your Apple products.
Jeez. Gosh, dang it.
You know what? I do. My MacBook and everything.
Siri knows many things.
Oh, there it is. There it is. She knows many things.
Siri gonna catch these hands, yo.
Yeah. Good luck. That's your phone. You paid for that. So Apple's got you.
Yeah, whatever.
But back way throwing it back onto the terms of retirement, right? A lot of people are not prepared. And I wouldn't call this it kind of ties into the last thing we were talking about, but when I bought my house, I was like, okay, I got a decent chunk of money saved up because I was living with my parents. I was saving as much money as I could, paying my bills, but I was like, you know what? I think I can do this now. I kind of had a fleeting option where I was like, hey, I really love scotch. I could go travel to Scotland, go on a Scotch tour, and go just really take it in. And I really thought about it for a decent minute. And then I was like, it's a better investment to get a house. So that's what I did. And I purchased a property, and here we are. So I think long term that hopefully will pay off.
Yeah, hopefully.
Everybody's got to live somewhere.
Everyone's got to live somewhere. I don't know, man. I just want everything.
Jeez.
I just want No, man. I want my family to know who I am. Like I want to live forever. I want to do something big to, like, obviously you can't live forever, you know what I'm saying? And
You want your
living forever literally would be so taxing.
I've put a lot of thought into that, like mortality and and then also the level of immortality, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, let's say you couldn't die for some reason, for whatever reason, right? Like that'd be torture towards the end of your, like, let's say you've lived 3-4 lifetimes. That would probably be absolute torture. Like,
Yeah.
everything would become so bland. Everything would be so, oh, I've seen this already. Oh, I fell in love again. Oh, love of my life just died. Oh, the love of this life just died. I have to watch my kids grow old and suffer, and yeah, you get a lot of happy times, but jeez, man, it would be heavy.
It'd be selfish.
Yeah, but on the note of,
Like, I just think, like, my kids need money, man.
but okay,
My future,
so let me
the future generations of my loins, they need this guap.
let me throw a wrench at you.
All right. I'm ready to catch. What's up?
Something happens in the world where money loses its value.
Mm.
Basically, all money is trash.
Okay.
Okay. What would be your plan then?
What do you mean?
Well, other things have value. It then becomes a level of supply and demand.
Well, then what would be currency?
There is no currency. Let's say
Oh, that we're going back to the barter system.
basically. So then value is placed in items that are necessary and are needed for life, and just basically everything. Then obviously you have the commodities and things like that. But if you were to try to put them in a better place, I can think of a couple things that I would try to maintain.
Well, then if that happened, then you just start from square one. I would start from square one. I would have to get whatever it is that, you know.
I have one big one.
What's up?
Okay. Land.
What about it?
Okay. So, land has a certain value, right?
It does.
Wars, all these huge historical events are often attributed to land, right?
Mm-hmm.
Land is where you have a lot of minerals. You have the ability to grow food, house livestock, place cities on, grow civilizations, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need land, right? And it's one of the most fought and sought after things. With land, you can sell pieces of it. You can, like I said, all the things that I just listed. So that's probably the most precious resource that you could invest in.
I guess. You can can clear all that stuff out and make a big parking lot if it's in a nice little area like college or
Right.
the strip.
And it's all about how you can turn the value of that land. Like if you get 100,000 acres in the middle of nowhere, it's probably going to be hard to use that land unless you can clear some of it and raise cattle or sell, wood.
Ooh, I got a wrench to throw at you.
Okay.
So remember you said like currency would just be the bartering system?
Yeah.
So how would vending machines work?
Well, they wouldn't, probably. I think a large...
But what if I want a snack at work from my vending machine? How would I...
Well, our work would probably not exist.
How would I trade from a machine?
Okay, well, let's... If it really goes down to a level of, like, money is not worth anything anymore, the world's going to be in chaos. So, like, that's a big deal. Okay? This is like almost apocalypse level event.
Man, money is not going, like, the dollar isn't going away. Okay?
No. I'm not saying that.
Oh.
But I'm saying, for instance, okay, look at Venezuela.
Look at them. A lot of nice girls there.
They printed so much money, okay, to try to fix their inflation issues that they caused it to become worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
And it devalued their currency so much,
Duh.
it's not worth anything, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have a gold or silver standard to our money.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say you bought $100,000 worth of gold. That's going to keep its value. Maybe you become a gold mogul. Maybe you find the first adamantium. Think about it.
We really need to stop letting you watch Marvel movies, man.
You're right.
Look, I don't even know what to say to that because I don't know. All I know is I need some money, right? And I'm going to retire.
On the topic of legacy,
yeah,
dude, how long do you think it would take somebody to forget about you? The world.
That doesn't matter to me. The world is going to forget about you. But is your family going to remember you?
Right.
I want my family to remember me.
Right. And that's important.
I want them down generations to be like, yo, great granddaddy, Lindsay Woodhouse. Yeah, he had a weird name, Lindsay. Like he was the pioneer for our family legacy. And he started, like, he had no money whatsoever.
In Woodhouse Industries.
Yeah, in Woodhouse Industries. And he just passed on money down generations on generations on generations. And now we're so appreciative about the fact that he taught the families to pass down knowledge of how to handle money and created a plan. That's what it's all about. I'm going to create a blueprint for me and mine.
Is it going to be locked up tight, kept secret?
No. I think this blueprint that I'm going to create, like I'm still working on it, it's in my head. But I want to write a set of guidelines for my family. And if my family wants to teach other people, then so be it. Because obviously some people are going to listen, some people aren't.
But how is that any different than the average financial advice?
The average, well, this is free, and this comes from family.
Okay. I mean, you can probably find a lot of free financial advice elsewhere, too.
You probably can. But this is what I'm going to bestow upon my family.
Okay. The Woodhouse 5-step program.
I mean, lots of things does that. Like, for example, like, we're on Buzzsprout, right? Buzzsprout gives us all these guidelines. Why can't we just go to Castbox? Because we just can. We just want to stay with Buzzsprout. You just happen to listen to your great grandpappy about money. Of course, I'm pretty sure things would change. Obviously,
You would have to make these financial rules very general.
Yeah.
Like, as general as you can make it. Like saying, put your money in stocks. You can't say that. That wouldn't last generations.
Yeah, stocks might go away.
Right. Could be something else.
Like, I don't know, burritos or something.
Invest in burritos.
Yeah.
Because they have great value.
Is this going to be like always have enough money? Like, one of the rules I know will always be always have enough money to put into an up and coming stock.
up and coming
company, like Amazon. Like if it seems too good to be true, and I don't mean from like a scamming type deal, but if it sounds amazing, try it. Put your money into it. No one ever thought Amazon was going to be where it was. No one ever thought Apple was going to be where it was.
I wish I could have divorced the Amazon guy. Bezos. Wish I could have divorced him. Gosh, what a split.
Yeah, man, she happy. She can do whatever she wants. She's retired.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, do you think that much money would corrupt basically any marriage, though?
No. I think money is actually a amplifier.
You think?
Yeah. Money amplifies people's personalities. It amplifies you. Whoever, like, if you really want to know who someone is, give them a lot of money and see how they act.
But do you think that people with that much money, okay, like, let's say you are a billionaire.
Okay.
There's not much you can't do when you're a billionaire.
Right.
Does that give you a semi-god complex? Like, do you know who I am? Did you?
No. I wouldn't do that.
You
like
think,
that.
But you're not a billionaire.
Look, bruh. There are some people who do that just to do it. Like, for example, there's some people who get a little bit of fame and do that just to go into VIP.
Yeah.
Right. I don't do that. I consider myself a very humbling person. A very humble person. And you know what? The God's honest truth, I think I'm in a better predicament than a lot of people that we work with as far as finances go. But, I'm not going to brag about it. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm better than everyone. If anything, I teach people or I try to give advice and I just make recommendations. Right. And if they choose to follow it, then they choose to follow it. It's not hurt my pockets.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, do I think money can it corrupt people? Yes. But also no. It's just an amplifier, man. It will a lot of money will bring out a person's true character. Well, bring it out because it's already there, but you will see it.
In that thought process, following that track of thought, if it amplifies their personality, it would amplify both good and bad traits then.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Money is difficult, man. But like, you'd be surprised the things that people do.
Yeah. Actually, no. I wouldn't be surprised. People are crazy.
Yeah, man. But I'm pretty sure that concludes. Why do I always stutter when I say the word concludes? Concludes. There we go. Now, that concludes.
You did it.
No, I didn't.
Do you just want me to do it?
No.
Oh.
You know what? Do it. Send us out.
You want me to do it like
Send us out.
That concludes.
Send us out.
That concludes the Woodhouse Blend podcast for today. Let us know what you thought. Thought, past, present tense, whatever. And hit us up. Let us know if you have any topics in mind that you want us to talk about. And as always, it has been a pleasure, a true pleasure.
Also, send us emails if you have any questions regarding our podcast. You have any concerns, something you want to get off your chest, something that you didn't like about us, or maybe you don't like Branden. That's cool. I don't like him either.
Hey,
that's fine.
I'm pretty cool though.
He's all right. He has his moments. So don't be afraid to talk to us. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, also Spotify. What else we got? We're also on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook.
And Instagram.
And also on Twitter.
Yeah, right. we got to get a little bit better about Twitter, but yeah.
Yeah. At Woodhouse Blend.
Yep.
That's us.
Great. It's a great plug right there.
All day.
Every day. Okay. Typically we record Tuesdays and Thursdays, but it's whatever.
Yep. But we make sure you look out for our new episodes every Thursday at 9, anywhere between 9 and 10.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it. Yeah. You can pause this or go to the next podcast that you're going to listen to. Or,
or stand up at work and just give yourself a slow clap for making it all the way through.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You deserve it. that was the pause. So you could do that. You're true MVP if you did do that, though.
Yeah, yo, we love you if you did that.
Yeah.
All right, deuce.
Scroll. I'll be famous for that someday. Someday.